Hi everyone, this is audapostrophe. Well, let's continue our game of Asdivine Kamura on Nintendo Switch. The door appears to be locked. Oh, okay. Well, thanks a lot for that. Oh, excuse me. After all these years of owning a throat, you'd think I'd know how to use it by now. Silly me, that's a no. I wonder if this key will open it. He has the same face as the statue. I wonder if it means that he's Zakura, the leader of the Skull Bandits. There's no time like the present to find out. They're here! Let us be the ones to kill them. Enough. Quit quaking in your boots. You've got me here with you. There's no way we'll lose to these five, right? Boss! That's right. We're gonna get revenge for all our companions you defeated. Time to die! You did well to infiltrate this place. Or should I say, Shiki. You were the one with Gaval in the beginning. Boss, this freak is Ian Luki. Hey, don't ignore our boss. Calm down, you two. They've merely realized her value on our side, except we're not going to hand her over. Get to safety, Luki. Understood. Wait. Not so fast. Move out of the way. You still want another woman when you've got that many of your own? You're a greedy one if I've ever seen one. That woman is deceiving you. If you continue doing what you're doing, things won't end well for you. I suggest you cut your ties with her immediately. What's he talking about? She'd never deceive us, right? Luke is my most capable advisor. There's nobody here who'd doubt her now, after having led us so many successful strategies. It seems you wanted to create a rift between us to throw us off our guard, but you failed. Now let's end this little charade. I already know your intentions. Now it's time you pay with your lives and those Mystic Orbs for the mortification you caused my men who died at your hands. I had thought we could settle things. Without this leading to violence, but it would seem that's not the case. Look out, you optimistic idiot! Here they come. Ooh. Boss, forgive us.
Shiki, that man has several Mystic Orbs.
Yes, I sense that myself. Human, I cannot allow your ambitions to come to fruition. It's time you return those Mystic Orbs to me. No, I'm not supposed to become the new creator of a deity. I'm not going to hand over my Mystic Orbs. Mystic Orbs, give me the power to slaughter this man.
He has that many? If he uses all of them, it'll spell major trouble.
We have to stop him. It's not a problem. Mystic Orbs, return to me, your master. What? I apologize, but you see, I'm the original owner. I know how to use them better than anyone. Impossible. My powers, my ambitions. We have no strength left to resist us. Let's tie him up and leave the rest to the guild.
What is he laughing about? He must still have something up his sleeve.
Are you alright?
Tell us what you did.
I activated a mechanism to collapse this tower on us. If I can't have those Mystic Orbs, then you'll go down with me, and you'll all meet the same fate.
This can't be happening. What are we supposed to do now?
We'll warp outside using my powers. Everyone, stand close to me.
I totally forgot about the fact that we had that option.
Also that human.
There's no need to save him.
However,
with him being that set in his ways, he would only continue his wickedness if we saved him. I can't think you need to put yourself in that kind of danger to save his life. Hey, we have to hurry and get out or we'll be crushed.
I truly lament having to leave this human behind.
Shiki.
Both good and bad humans are people living in this world and equal in my eyes. I had no intention of letting a life be lost. If only there had been no Mystic Orbs, he wouldn't have reached for powers his body couldn't handle. I vow I'll take back this world from Zaddes and never let this happen again. Let's return to Hakia Town. We need to check if everything has returned to normal.
Okay.
Back to the ship.
Let's have a look around. With Sakura gone, his spell is slowly being undone.
Stranu, could I ask you to check around underground?
For you, anything. This town is still strange.
That's the same conclusion I came to. However, we were able to restore the humans and Harbingers' freedom. That's sufficient for now.
Shiki, there are all kinds of traps under the town even now.
I suppose altercations like changes to geography wouldn't naturally return to how they were before. There shouldn't be any traps that will cause any harm to humans. For now, let's avoid expending any unnecessary energy, and I'll deal with things when I fix this world. My, I do not believe I have seen your faces around here before. Are you travelers?
That's right, we came to try some of your delicious food. Actually, we didn't. We didn't? Speaking of, that was your reason for traveling, wasn't it? What an energetic young woman. In this town you will find the dumpling spirit. You can eat more delicious dumplings here than anywhere else. I invite you to give them a try. Dumplings? Dumpling spirit? It's one of a number of old names for harbingers. It seems they were different depending on region, like the wind spirit, wind harbinger, and wind deity. In Akatsuki Town, when Akatsuki Town was built, harbinger became the standardized name there, and spread until everyone called them that. I didn't know that. That's how the name came about?
What's the matter?
Aren't you going to say something? Aren't you going to say something was altered this time too?
No, that's actually what happened in history. I used to call them spirits myself, but since they started being called harbingers by humans, before I knew it, I had changed terms myself. That brings back fond memories.
Someone is coming.
It's Shiki, isn't it? We came ahead of you to investigate the strange phenomenon in this town. But the phenomenon we had confirmed is no longer occurring. Do you know the circumstances surrounding it? Yes, about that.
I see now. So that's what happened. It seems you beat us to the punch once again, but we're just glad it got resolved. With this, I suspect the Skull Bandits will begin to break up as an organization. We're heading back to the guild now, so we'll let the guild chief know what you told us along with our own report.
We appreciate it.
Shiki, do we have any free time now?
We do. It seems they'll take care of reporting for us, so there's no rush to return to the guild. Is there somewhere you'd like to go?
I was just thinking how much I'd love to eat some of those dumplings that woman recommended to us. The world's best dumplings. That is. I don't think they'll taste anything like a monster. Oh, come on, I wasn't expecting that much. Or what I mean to say was, monsters don't produce sweet flavors, so for sweet things, I eat the popular ones, the same as anyone else. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go get me some dumplings. I'm worried about Sakura going by herself. Somebody should keep an eye on her. Her going with Sakura worries me as much. I should go too.
Are you sure you don't want to go? Are you sure you don't want to go, Koyuki?
Shiki. Are you really the Spirit Deity?
I am. I'm really the Spirit Deity of Asdivine. Do you believe me?
Somehow or other, I thought that was the case, ever since you took back those Mystic Orbs in the tower.
Given you're from the Yomo tribe, you must have also been able to sense my divine powers even more by me regaining this much of them. If it comes down to using the power of Yomo, Koyuki herself will disappear. I want to avoid that at all costs. However, if the world the humans truly desire is this one, Let's go, Koyuki. We better find out what happened. Are you alright? What happened?
Shiki, Koyuki. Sakura and that man ran into each other. Nobody was hurt, though. As you can see, he was acting strange even before they collided. Still, I could swear I've seen him somewhere before. Of course you have. He's this town's hero. Ah, that's right, isn't it? No wonder I thought I remembered seeing him. He's the orb hunter who asked the Spirit Deity to remove the huge maelstrom in the water near this region. He sure did, but he wasn't that absent-minded of a person back then, so now everyone is saying it was a different person who looked the same. My mom said not to get involved with him either. You all should stay away from him yourselves. Is that someone's stomach growling? It's coming from that man. Let me help him. Hey, didn't that kid just tell you not to get involved with him? I can't very well ignore someone who's hungry. How many suckers are there out there? That's what's good about them.
Stomach growls.
You must be hungry, aren't you? I just brought these dumplings, so if you'd like to eat some, please do.
I don't want any.
But your stomach is growling really loudly.
I don't feel like eating anything.
On second look, his face is terribly pale. His eyes are also bloodshot.
He needs rest. For now, let's head over to the inn. I don't want to sleep.
You don't have to worry about money. Shiki will pay for it.
I don't feel like sleeping.
What's going on with him? His behavior is incoherent. It looks almost like he's lost all desire for anything.
Ayami, are you positive this human is the hero we're looking for?
The shape of the scar on his forehead matches. That's what the boy described anyway, so it's not likely it's a different person with the same face and scar.
But he said he wasn't that absent-minded either, didn't he? In short, it must mean he wasn't like this before. I wonder if something happened to him to make him like this. This hero having his wish granted. Could it be that's the connection? It doesn't matter who. Is there another hero you know of that ended like this?
I don't know of one. Me neither. Speaking of, me neither. But heroes are famous, right? Then how is it no one knows any?
I'd never bothered to think about it, but now you mention it, that is strange. I had thought if these humans, the people of Asdivine, were happy, maybe Zaddes' world was good. However, what if there's something to this happiness? Or what if there are those being sacrificed for it?
Shiki, Koyuki. Something big is coming this way.
Are these divine powers? A little earlier, Kami Tower sight.
Is that you, Luke? It looks like you got out safely. As long as we have you, we can rebuild an even stronger organization. Now think of a plan to defeat Shiki, Luke. Hey, Luke, do you hear me? Who are you?
Zakuro, leader of the Skull Bandits. You will be the last one I use to improve the quality of Shiki's power.
Who are you? Hey, what's that flying this way? Oh my, I wonder if that thing up there in the sky is a monster. If something of that size were to attack us.
Quick, get in the shadows. Not you, though. I guess you're shit out of luck, huh?
What was that light just now? Now! I'm sorry for running into you like that. I mean, what's statue doing here? Huh? Hey, are you alright? No, you've been turned to... Yikes! Don't tell me the statue is...
This is a human.
It's no thanks to Zakuro. These people's time has stopped in a different way. But this time they're completely stoned. Was that light earlier the cause of it?
Yes. It appears even I can't cure her condition. For now, let's head to the guild. We need to get a grasp on the situation first.
Right. Is everybody in town alive?
Once the stone curse is lifted, they'll return to normal, right? Well, yes, if they were unpleasant before, they'll be normal again.
When the monster appeared, everybody who was outside was turned to stone. I'm not afraid of any monster. I'm not. Help me, Zaddes. My mom and dad, they...
Okay, I'm out of money. That didn't take long. I see. So Hakia Town was also attacked by a mysterious monster, huh? This town seems to have escaped any such casualties. Fortunately, but many regions were attacked. Even now, the reports keep coming in. Other than settlements, we've also received several reports of sanctuaries being destroyed. Do you have any idea about what that monster was, Shiki? No. However, it was different than those we have fought up until now, and I sensed it possessed unusually strong divine powers. It would be best to view it as Zaddes being involved. The Spirit Deity, huh? Until we finish compiling our information, it might be best to avoid any unwise movement. Wait at the end, so you can be ready at a moment's notice. We'll do that. Yo, I've been waiting for you to show up. As I'm sure you've already imagined, it was Zaddes who set that monster loose. Its true identity is Zakuro, who was transformed after having divine powers infused into him. What? You guys gathered divine powers to that tree at Shiki Shrine earlier, right? It looks like he used that, so you can bet you'll have a hard time trying to take that thing down. Is it necessary for him to go that far to obtaining my powers? What is it that Zaddes wants? Like I said before, Zaddes' job is to destroy. Arcus governs the beginning, while Zaddes governs the end. I'm telling you, Shiki, you're going up against one of the creation deities. Hmm? In my name, even Arcus, the creation deity, I command you to come into existence, anew as divine. I now command you to come into being. Your name is the Spirit Deity, Shiki. That's right, Zaddes is. I remember now. The creation deity, Arcus, was the one who created the base world for Asdivine and us deities. His opposing existence, however, is Zaddes. Us? Are you saying there are several deities like you? I am, and many worlds called Asdivine as this one. Whenever Arcus creates a deity and a world, something called a world axis is also created. While the name of Asdivine is the same, the type of world that it is differs with each axis. The characteristics of the deity who become the overseers of it are also reflected in it. However, given we have the same parent, we have many similarities. That's an incredibly important thing, isn't it? And yet, why did you forget it? Zaddes said when it's not necessary, the deity's memories of Arcus and himself are sealed, so they don't affect the worlds they create. You do remember there's a creation deity and also other worlds, don't you? Yes. However, this I now know. Zaddes doesn't want to take this world for his own. His objective is to destroy it. Hmm? That's right. His wanting the divine powers of the Spirit Deity and you humans' desires are nothing more than amusement to him. Granting him both wouldn't change a thing. However, if that's the case this time, I can understand the reasoning behind it. Why does this world have to be destroyed? I don't know all the details, but it seems on rare occasion there are worlds deemed unworthy of being and as divine. These create distortions that affect the other world axes. I was told Addie ended up like this because of one, so I've continued to follow Zaddes in order to help her. At this point now, though, I'm not even sure if it's even for Addie anymore. That's odd. What happens in one world axis shouldn't affect the others. Zaddes should know that. Now, what's this distortion you mentioned? Beats me. I've told you everything I know. You'll have to look into the rest yourself. Now that aside, did you forget our deal? Addie. I'm wondering if she's attracted to your divine powers, Shiki. She for sure doesn't react like this with Zaddes. Well, maybe it's good just to know that. You seem rather happy-go-lucky when the fate of the world hangs in the balance. In the end, the only thing that matters to me is Addie. I've got no intention to worry, even if I'm helping a collaborator. But, well, I'll be back when it looks like there's something else I can help with. Now, I'm out of here. Let's go, Addie. Shiki, is it true this world is going to be destroyed? I don't want to see that happen. I don't know who the real Spirit Deity is right now, but I don't care about any of that anymore.
If you're not a deity, then please become one right now. I like the worlds you create. You create much more than the one Zaddes is trying to.
Sakura. There's one thing I have decided. Up to now, there was even a point I thought to hand over the world to Zaddes if it was for the good of my people. However, there's a sacrifice behind the hope that he gives them in this world that was only created for his pleasure, and bears the fate of being destroyed one day. Surely there can be no lasting happiness for you, my people, in such a world. As for Zaddes, I will defeat him, I swear it.
Shiki, it's not I doubt your will to succeed, but our enemy is one of the creation deities. In short, a being above even you. Do you think we have a chance of winning?
It's true the majority of my powers are in Zaddes' hands, and I have yet to gather all the remaining Mystic Orbs. However, even without them, my powers are now already above what they were before. In other words, I have gained much strength through this journey. In addition to that, I have you all. That is what gives us our chance of winning.
You can be so manly when you talk like that, Shiki. As a Yomo, I'll stand by Shiki. I'll be with him to the very end. I'm with you too, Shiki. I'm determined to prevent a future where I can't eat any more good food from ever coming to be. Your words strongly resonated with me just now, Shiki. Right now, you are more charming than you have ever been. No matter how steep our path, I'll be right by your side. Honestly, I can't believe your story even now. If my memories were made up by Zaddes, that'd make him the imposter. But if Gival's story is false, then you are. That's why I'm going with you to fight Zaddes. Then I'll be able to discern the truth and get my revenge.
I welcome it. You should believe what you want to believe. That's something I won't deny you. As for Zaddes, he's more powerful than we can comprehend. However, I'll never give in to him. Several days later. I've received a message. Hotaru has finished sorting out all the information he's gathered. Let's head over to the guild. Oh boy, that's a big information dump. My goodness.
The whole world is one mass confusion. Now, thanks to it, all the seats at the battle arena are empty. I hope this situation gets resolved sooner than later.
After listening to Shiki and verifying what he said these past several days, I was able to figure out a common thread for the places Zakuro has been targeting. What he's after, or maybe it would be more accurate to say what he's attracted to, are divine powers. The places that had been hit were all shrines, sanctuaries, or nearby settlements. Each appeared to be the ones where Mystic Orbs are being kept.
Which would mean even now his powers are only continuing to increase. But there was no place like that near Hakia Town. Could it be?
He may have been attracted to my powers. That's why it would be best for me. That's why it would be best to use me as bait to lure him out and settle this in battle with him. Hotaru, is there a good place where we can do that? If possible, a shrine or somewhere like it would be best. In that case, I suggest using Kitakaze Palace. Kitakaze, due to deterioration, it's been scheduled to be rebuilt. If it suits you, you're welcome to raze it to the ground. Then we'll take you up on that. Kitakaze Palace is southwest of Akatsuki Town. Make sure you come back victorious. There's an even bigger fish to fry than this one. We're not going to lose. Now, let's have our showdown with Zakuro there.
It's just over there. Or can I just walk there? Or do I need the boat? This must be the place. Let's begin. It's almost like Shiki's powers are swelling in strength. Amazing. These are his powers now. He's here.
Whoa.
It would appear he's made for the inner sanctum.
It does, doesn't it? Let's go there to meet him. He couldn't have just fought us out here. Why did he have to go inside the palace? You know what? Whatever.
It doesn't look like this spirit has been properly mourned for by anyone. If possible, I would like to exercise it, but I just don't know the extent of my powers is enough to do it.
Focuses on chanting mantra.
Yay!
Or yeah.
It worked. Hope you can find solace in the next life.
These guys are tough. Huh? I can feel a draft coming from that wall.
As always, your perceptive skills are excellent, Shiki. This wall has a secret passage in it, but perhaps due to the ceiling being so low, it's invisible even with a torch. Then it sounds like we'll need to look for passages in this area without the help of convenience items, won't we? If we're able to notice the inconsistencies in the walls, it shouldn't be a problem.
Then we'll need to be more careful, or else we'll miss out. We'll miss items, or else we'll miss them. It seems. Let's remember that as we keep an eye out. Boy, something about the way this dialogue is written is just so hard to speak naturally. Like, there would be nothing wrong if somebody showed me it on paper, but then trying to speak these words, it just feels like it's not necessarily natural. And it just becomes hard to string these words together. Like, it's not a matter of it being, like, you know, not close enough to English. It's just, it's all English, but it's not, like, natural speaking English. And so to try to get it to sound natural just by talking through it, you know, on the fly, it's really difficult. I don't know if I can make this dialogue sound natural. It's not the kind of dialogue. This guardian statue appears to possess special powers. By warping near it, it should be able to warp to places we normally can't reach. Let's warp. Drawing. There's a giant bird monster here. However, that bird... Let's find out. Not sure what it is, but there's...
Isn't that the Phoenix? I'm surprised to learn it actually exists. If you ask me, something feels different about it, but I'm sure it resembles the original.
What's the Phoenix?
A legendary bird painted by an artist so many years ago. It's very similar with that monster.
I can see you can tell too, Kayuki. I sense the presence of a Harbinger from that monster. As with Doshin Pond, the Harbinger may be in its stomach. I apologize for spoiling the moment, but we have to help.
That's terrible. We need to rescue him right away.
Yeah. Ouch. First strike. Jeez. Yeah.
Monster fowl taste good no matter how you cook them. What? It turned into a scroll. There's no doubt about it. It's the real Phoenix Scroll. A scroll becoming a monster. What's going on?
Is the Phoenix that well known?
Yes, in the beginning the scroll was displayed across the various regions, but due to its popularity, the creator made numerous copies and sold them. Being inexpensive, most homes had one. I would suggest those unfamiliar with it were in the minority.
Then that's probably the reason I sensed a Harbinger. If humans believe they exist, Harbingers are born. The result of them believing the Phoenix actually exists must have led to a Harbinger possessing the scroll. However, take a look at this scroll.
It's in tatters.
With only copies available to humans, the Phoenix Harbinger was unable to fulfill his role as a scroll of being seen by others. His grudge due to his sadness lured a monster to it.
Oh, how lonely that must have been.
It would be a pity to leave the scroll here. Let's take it with us. Otros seems to me like he might know someone who can restore it. If they can do so, with the picture on it, the Phoenix Harbinger may show himself.
Don't cry like that. I'm sure we can find somebody to fix it. That bird monster was supposed to be my lunch. That's what you're crying over?
I apologize, but you'll have to deal with normal monsters for the time being. Now let's search for Zakuro. Sounded like something heavy moved nearby. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Asdivine Kamura on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.